that these pieces have lived, and from there show how to illustrate those lives to the camera. The thing that I do on the set is create all of these cool costumes and cool pieces, but there's one specific step that makes these pieces seem like they're actually a part of the world and that they weren't just, created by someone to make it seem like this world is real. And that step is called weathering, which is a subcategory, we'll say, of the paint job. Now, any prop master will tell you that the paint job is what makes or breaks a prop. You can have a beautiful model, but if you screw up that paint job, everyone will notice, especially if the director or DOP knows how to pull focus properly on your prop. It's quite frightening seeing a shaky hand where you were holding a paintbrush in focus. Not nice. Turning foam into metal. If you look at this piece here, this is all foam. And if you look at the underside, you can see there's different seam lines. So the pieces had to go together in some way. So how do I hide those seam lines? Well, we've got all these spikes here. So what I do is I kind of make them show up a bit more. And then when I'm painting it, I make it seem maybe like that's where there was some issues where the spikes went in. There's some real scratching around there. It's for hiding your seams. The first step usually is you have to seal it. Everything has a texture, including foam, especially foam. And the first thing that you have to do with foam is naturally that texture isn't metal looking. So you have to seal it, it's called, before painting. For those props, I used a combination of something called Plasti Dip and Mod Podge. Mod Podge is almost like a white glue type thing, and it's great because it almost gives this harder shell on the outside, and it helps remove the texture of the foam and gives almost a brush metal look. And the Plasti Dip is the same thing, it just gives almost more of a hammered metal texture. So what do we have to do next? We have to bring all of these textures together. We've got bronze, we've got silver, we've got copper, all of these different textures on hammers or on foam or whatever it is. We have to bring that together, and how you do that is it was all affected by the same dirt, So you put fake mud on it and then wipe it all away. And it all comes into that one thing and really brings your part together because you're telling the story of, yeah, this was put together and it's been used. These inquisitors or these soldiers or whatever have been using this hammer that they're holding. And that's what makes it seem like less of a prop and more of an actual tool. So whether it be through wood grain, through fake rust, through shining some metal pieces that we've gotten from Value Village, you have to figure out how are we going to take this piece and tell the story of the life that it's lived individually.